Hello. Our communities are being challenged like never before. The COVID-19 pandemic persists, and as well as that, on top of that, we've got the ongoing problems that were there anyway, like poverty, elderly people feeling isolated, domestic abuse. At the start of the year, we had severe water shortages causing difficulties. And towards the end of the year now, we have floods arising from extreme weather patterns, which may be from climate change. So at times like this, members of our families, friends, neighbours, people in our communities can feel very vulnerable, indeed can be very vulnerable. I'm very happy to say that our donors of all shapes and sizes in the Community and Foundation for Ireland, and indeed everybody else who's helped bring help to those who need it, have stepped up to the mark and are providing a lifeline. For example, some of our companies, corporate donors, really stepped up to the mark recently in conjunction with the RTE Does Comic Relief programme, where together with viewers of RTE and matching government funds, they've come up with €6 million to address the COVID emergency needs. The donors we have in the Community Foundation for Ireland had already come up with an impressive €2 million. So when we add all that together, we've €8 million, and that is being processed and will continue to be processed in hundreds of claims all over the country to organisations who will address COVID emergency needs. For example, in Offaly there's a group which is the Offaly Domestic Violence Victim Support Group, and the generosity of our donors is helping to fund a helpline that victims can call into. In Cork there are 15,000 members of the Polish community, and many of them are very vulnerable, cut off because of travel restrictions from their families, many out of work, isolated, many living alone. So they're being helped with basic services, translation services, for instance, social services, psychological services. There's a group in Laois called Youth Work Ireland, and they're helping kids, typically kids with problems who have fallen behind in schoolwork, and they're being provided with virtual tools to help them catch up and stay caught up with their schoolwork. So that's happening all over Ireland. There are hundreds more examples, and there will be more examples. And in total, aside from even COVID, the Community Foundation for Ireland this year, arising from our donors' generosity, are going to be giving out about €15 million in grants. That's way, way more than we ever did before. Challenging times bring out the best in people, and that has certainly been true of our donors this year. On behalf of all of us in the Community Foundation for Ireland, we'd like to say a massive thank you. You have been incredible. Not alone has your support helped to address the immediate acute needs, but it is helping organisations all over Ireland to come up with more long-term strategic and sustainable solutions to the various problems. The work continues, and we should bear in mind that every time we go to give grants, the demand vastly exceeds the resources that we have. If you would like to check out what work we're doing, check us out on communityfoundation.ie, or indeed on any of the major social media platforms. You'll find us there. If you'd like to be part of the response or get involved or help us in any way, please reach out to us. We will give you the information you need. In the meantime, thank you very much again, and stay safe.